So I got this picture of me that I'm gonna be putting next to Chris Pratt, and as you see, there's definitely one of the images of all time. I mean, it's truly an image. So we're just gonna take this image and yeah, you see this thumbnail right there, pretty good thumbnail. Yeah, we're gonna take this image, open it, bada boom, bada bing, on the scene. We have him right here, him, me, but also known as him because I'm him. And hopefully we can just use AI auto to cut it out. Otherwise, you know, I would have to do work. You know, I hate doing that. It probably won't be perfect because like my shoes are kind of submerged in the grass. But yet again, that's a good thing because then we can kind of like blend the grass with like the stuff here. But yeah, let's see how the AI does it. Let's see how the AI holds up to my polygon skills. Pretty good, pretty good. I like that the mask tool is just a mask because all of this is not really removed. It's just like turned invisible. So like you can get this draw mask thing, add to mask, and you can just like draw stuff back if you want it back. So yeah, down here with the grass, I'm just gonna make like a little platform, and then I'm just gonna blend it in later. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna just blend that grass. Look how it blends together. It's actually a perfect image for what I'm doing. A lot of times you wouldn't have a image as good as this, especially like if you're adding other characters to things. But with yourself, you can really go anywhere and, you know, do the thing with the thing and make the thing happen. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can get the grass back to where it was. Honestly, I don't really need that much intense shadow. When you stand on grass, shadows don't look like that. I wonder if I can make it go back to normal by doing color switch. Oh, I can. Yeah, I'm just gonna undo the shadow because we don't really need that shadow. That 3 minutes you watched in that last video, just ignore it now because we don't really need it. By the way, I'm using this color replace tool in Pixlr. I'm not sure what the Photoshop equivalent is. You can probably figure that out yourself. Maybe like paint around it. Let's change the type of brush we have. Let's get one of these like star brushes. Get a selection. Yeah, we can kind of do a similar effect. Yeah, actually looks like we're kind of stepping in the grass together. We don't really need to add much shadows. I mean, we can even look back to this image. We don't even really have a shadow. If we like Control Z it back to regular, we don't even have a shadow in real life right here. It's just the same grass. It might just be because of how the sun's pointing, but yeah, the shadows don't really show up on grass all that much. I'm thinking about adding something in the front, but I'm not sure if it would take too much away from, you know, the fact that me and Chris Pratt are hanging out like buds. I think I'm gonna add like his motorcycle from Jurassic Park. Let's find a good image. Steal it off of Google. Okay, so OBS just doesn't like me. It crashed again, but basically, I'll cover what happened. Basically, I found this motorcycle and I used the cutout mask tool. I was like, oh, see, all this crap's here, and you see, I'm a lazy person. I don't want to go in and like delete all that. So instead, I just searched up like T-Rex right here. T-Rex. And yeah, I copied him and then pasted him into here. And I'm going to try to have him like poking the background, like behind these trees. I can just have the T-Rex tail go right there and call it a day. That looks cool. Let's add some Guardians of the Galaxy. Let's have a rocket or something. You think I could fit Drax in the middle? I wonder if there's any cool images of Drax. He's matching what I'm doing. I didn't even intend that to happen. I guess it is what it is. I mean, no, if only I had layers, I wouldn't have to now erase parts of them, make them behind them. So what I'm going to do is, with the polygon tool, just gonna make selections because he's gonna be behind Mr. Chris right here. Behind him, and I see like if we had what we call him, if we had a layer for Chris Pratt, all we had to do was like get the thing, select it, and just move it behind. But because I made that blunder, I had to make all this selection right here. Not that I like Drax, cut that out. I mean, the image really does look good as is, but I feel like I can add more. Maybe like a little toad running around. Let's try that. I wonder if there's like a realistic, like meat canyon-esque toad. I'm not sure how much I like that. I'm not sure how toad would look. I can put like a building in the background. Let's like a really famous Mario building. Like Bowser's Castle. Wait, I just got an idea. We need to get a Mario flagpole. Tell this thing was crappily cut out because you see all these blue marks, but don't, and it's low quality, but just something we can do with it. We can copy this. Bada boom. We can go over to a limited waifu X. Plop it in there. Since this is artwork, I'm just gonna use the art version. I don't know what it actually does really, but that's what I'm guessing it does. We're gonna wait till this thing makes it for us. So now I got like a little HD version. What I'm gonna do about these lines? Well, first I can see if the AI auto does it. Sometimes, nope, it just removes the flag. Doesn't like the flag. I'm gonna use Gaussian color, kind of like removes it. And since the lines are blue too, like a bright color, I will kind of, you know, match the background. It won't look too out of place, I don't think. What I want to do is kind of submerge it into the grass we have here. Okay, so with filters, there's a lot of things we can do with this, but the first thing I think I'm gonna do is I'm thinking I'm gonna save the image. Now I got in this app called Snapseed, and basically what Snapseed is, it's like it's basically a run-of-the-mill, you know, photo editor app. Now, similar to Pixlr, I've used this for a very long time, so I prefer this. However, do mind that you can probably find filters in Pixlr that have their own presets. Basically, just add a little bit more flair to it, decrease the color. It was kind of popping out too much to me. Final detail I want to add to it. This is one of my secret things. I've been gatekeeping for a while, I must admit. So we're gonna copy this. Go to this one little website I got. You already need to require like 5 different things just to do one image. Called Lunapic. Basically, it adds like little sketchy effects to it. So I like using Escher. I don't know how you pronounce it. It does like these cool little effects to it. Like, you know when you go to Chuck E. Cheese and it does like the drawing of you, but it's really a filter. That's kind of what this is. Yeah. I might just do keep colors because it kind of blends the colors together. It makes a cool effect. But we're going to take this image. If it's not like the same dimensions as this one, then we can upscale it. But our dimensions is pretty low. It's pretty standard HD. I like luminosity, hard word. I copy the original image. Gonna paste this over it. Paste this back on. I'm gonna do color. It's basically gonna make the colors more original to what it was. And I don't want it to be all the way sketchy, so I'm just gonna slightly have it, boom, 50-50. And there's our image right there. There it is. Let's see if I can full screen this after I save it.